Welcome back everybody to Tech Rom Reviews. Today we're going to go over AICP. This is Android 7.1.1. I'm going to try to get through this very quickly. There's a lot of features on this ROM. This is one of those ROMs that just comes packed full of features. You guys know that I love my features. And I love any ROM that has, a ton of features on it. So again, this is one of those ROMs that I do like to run, although you don't see me run it much because there's Resurrection Remix and, a lot of others, and they're kind of similar, but this ROM does have differences from Resurrection. So it's all on what you like. I will tell you guys right now that I have tested everything on this ROM. And it is working perfectly. The only thing I found that's not working is, again, the gallery app. And it's not just this ROM. There's quite a few other ROMs out there that if you try to open up the gallery, you get force closes. I've tried both the straight gallery gap that comes on the device as flashed. I've also tried CyanogenMod's, their older gallery app. I've tried that. Same thing. Google Photos works, and I'll show you guys the app that I'm using that works too. I downloaded an app from the Playstore, and it's working fine. So I got around the problem by downloading, an app or a third-party app. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and get on with this. This is AICP for the Nexus 6, Android version 7.1.1. It does have all the security patches, in place. Of course, this is January 5th security patch. And this is the latest version. I downloaded it last night. By the way, guys, if you go to download this, be prepared. I have very high-speed internet where I live. I pay extra for it just because of the videos and stuff I put out. It took a long-ass time to download this ROM. I don't know if it's their servers or what, but just be prepared. I'm running Blackbird kernel. That is only because I like Blackbird kernel, guys. And plus, AICP... you want to be careful with ROMs like that are, CM based because they normally, or they have a tendency to force encrypt. I'm not saying this one does. Read up, do your research, find out for yourself, okay? We're going to go right into the AICP extras. The way you get to the custom features is you click on what we call the hamburger or the three lines in the upper left. This is going to pull out a slide out window. And this is going to be your custom features. So first up is going to be display and animations. You have power menu animation. These are what you can go with. I usually go rotation. So if I hit my power menu like this, you'll see it rotates up, which that's what I like. You guys can go with whatever you want. Then you have your toast animations and your toast icon. I like that toast icon. Again, it's all up to choice. You guys can run it if you want. You don't have to. Next up is going to be status bar settings. You do have the super user indicator if you want to turn that on, your 4G LTE, Bluetooth battery status. This does come with a battery bar, which I love. You guys know I love my battery bars. If the ROM doesn't have it, there is a app on the Play Store called Battery Bar or Team Battery Bar or Team Battery Bar Pro. I purchased the Team Battery Bar Pro, and I highly recommend it. But this does have its own battery bar, so kudos on the AICP team for throwing that in there. Traffic indicators, if you guys want to run with it, that's where you go for that. Carrier label, if you want to run a carrier or custom carrier label, this is going to be where you can set that up at. It's very simple. Pick what you want, either Lockscreen, in both if you want. Notice Verizon Wireless popped up there now. I'm going to change that to AICP, click OK. I'm actually going to color it. We're going to go with their ice blue color, and there you have it. Also, they have the ticker, and then, of course, the AICP logo if you guys want to run with it. You know me, if they've got a logo, I am going to run with the logo. So, heads-up notification is next. You guys can turn it on if you guys use it. If you don't want it, like me, leave it off. You do have your timeout for when heads up is running, and then your snooze timer. Notification drawer is up next. You have your custom header image. Thank you guys for that. Boy, I'll tell you, since they've thrown the custom header images in the Nougat ROMs, the latest, I've actually come to start to like Nougat a little bit more. It's still not my favorite ROM. I think Marshmallow is about as high as I want to go as far as operating systems go, but that's for another day. Header provider, your header, which is really cool because you can go dynamic or static, and I'll show you guys how to pick between that. But this is where you can actually choose between your header packs. Now, they don't have this many in it. I actually have a header pack downloaded from the Playstore, so that adds more into this selection. But just pick what you want. I've actually got mine on random right now, and if I pull my header pack down, that's the random one, which is basically a pure Nexus header. Now, if you go static, the way static works is you browse the installed headers, which are these are your just standard headers. You click on the down or the drop down, and then of course you pick. This shows you all the header packs that you have. Now, this won't change as the day goes on. This just gives you one header, so you can pick the header you want. Let's go with we'll go with New Dirty. These are the header packs they have. If you pick the one you like, actually that top one looks pretty cool. Just press and hold it, and that will apply that header for you. And now on static, that header will stay on there permanently. It won't change. So if you guys just want to set a theme up and leave it that way, you want to go with static, leave it on that, and it'll stay there. I'm going to go back with dynamic. I am going to choose random and leave it there. But you guys can play with this, the settings on that all you want. They're there for you to have fun with. Next up is going to be the quick settings. Brightness slider, brightness icon, pretty much all the settings for your quick settings are going to be here. You can pick your rows, although it only goes to 4. 4 is enough. Actually, the way it looks, the way my screen size is, 4 fits it perfectly. We could probably squeeze 5 in there without losing anything, but honestly, guys, I think 4 is enough. I kind of like 5, but with the way the animations are, I think they did good to go with 4, especially the way the screen size is as flashed. It's working just great. So they do give you the animations, your tile animations. I'm going with rotate, and of course your animation duration. I like the super fast, and then the interpolar. I'm going with linear. You guys can choose whatever you want. I'm going to get a drink real quick. All right, recents panel. And guys, you're going to have to excuse me. I'm suffering from a tremendous cold, so I'm trying to get through this before I lose my voice. I want to get a couple videos out today. So I'm going to try to get these out. Under the recents panels, you have your AICP recents. You have your enable clear all button, which of course, most of us like to use. I have mine set up for the bottom left. They do give you 6 positions, so good on them for that. I hate it when you only get those 3 positions, or God knows, even that 1 position. It's nice that we have it though, and I do know that stock comes with, the clear all button all on its own, so that's pretty cool in itself. They do give you the option to run with a memory bar, which I love. So good on them for that one too. I'm telling you guys, this ROM has some really good features in it. Immersive mode recents, I'm going with full screen. You guys can run default, or pretty much any of the other settings if you want. And they do have the Omni screen. So if you guys are into running Omni, they have that option as well. Oh, man. Excuse me, guys. Lock screen. That's that rock star coming out of me. Here's your lock screen settings. Really, I haven't found anything over the top on the lock screen settings. They do have extra stuff in here, which is pretty cool. And another thing that I like is they do give you the color choice. So if I go to my lock screen right now, and you notice how my clock is colored and everything else. So this is going to be where you would color that at right here, which again is pretty cool. A lot of ROMs aren't giving you that, and these guys are. So that's pretty cool. System extensions are up next. That's just going to be your app sidebar, your Pi control, and yes, Pi is working very well. I had to actually shut it off. I was playing with it for a while. And then your system app remover. I'm going to go with the Pi control, turn it on, let you guys see. I know it works because I had it on. All right, let me go gravity. Make sure it's on. Oh, okay. It got moved somehow. There it is. Pi's definitely working, so it's there. And you do have a lot of controls for that. Your size, gravity, style, angle, it's all there. So if you guys like to run with Pi, Pi does work on that. They have the system app remover, guys. Please be careful. If you're going to remove something, make sure you do a backup. And then they do have the app sidebar, which is basically like the app circle bar, which I've showed you guys in the past. Only this is like a sidebar, and it's, you can pick and choose what size you want, or what side you want actually, and what size you want. And you can pick and choose what apps you actually want to include on that. And this, all right, that would have been. Panel Porn is up next. I love their names. Okay, now this is going to be where you have your transparencies. You can set up the transparencies on pretty much almost everything. Your drop down, all that's controlled by these dialog or these slider controls. The quick settings right now, I have it set at that I could actually take it right down. And since I'm running a theme, it's probably not going to change that much. But you do have your volume dialog box, so your power menu, you can change the transparency. And if you've noticed when I pulled up my power menu and that, you could see through it somewhat, so it does work on that. Blur UI is up next, which I love. I really like the fact that they included this in here. And the blur is working great. Everywhere I have this at, which is pretty much everywhere in the ROM, it's working, guys. So blur is working great. Let's see, the various shit is up next. This is going to be your show settings drawer, your launch music app. These are your, your extra options, the things that you find throughout the system. We're going to be thrown in here. I'm not even going to go through them all. You guys can just kind of like, scroll down here and look. They do give you the screenshot type where you can pick whether you want a full screen or, drag towards an area and just take a small screenshot of a certain area on your phone if you want. Which is cool. I like to run full screen because I can crop it after I'm done. But it's just nice to have that option in there. Oops. And no, I don't want to go there. Let's see. And the last but not least is going to be log that shit and about. And log that shit, all that is for running logs. If you're having problems, do it the way do it the way it's supposed to be done. Run a logcat, your KMSG and your DMSG, that's all in your kernel. Make sure that these are done, set up properly. And if you're going to submit a log, make sure that you do a clean install before you submit it. If you're running exposed or something like that, although we're NuGet, exposed isn't officially working right. But if you guys are running exposed, you shouldn't be putting in a log anyways. You need to flash clean, then submit your log. That's pretty much it for the custom settings. There are a couple other settings throughout. We're going to get to that here now. You do have the status bar settings right here. This is another area with some custom options. Status bar icons, pick and choose what icons you want to actually show in your status bar. Clock position, right, left, center. AM, PM, date, style, format. All that's there. Another really nice thing that they give you is the font size. I love this feature. I'm so happy they included it on here. I wish all ROMs would. I know that would make them all the same, and it's just, I preached about that before, but I love this feature. This is one of those features I just think all ROMs should have. Actually, I think a stock ROM should have this feature, but they're not going to. Anyways, I digress. You do have the battery status style. I am running with a circle right now. And yes, the theme I'm running is actually enhancing that somewhat. So I just love these themes. The themes are starting to come around a little bit for OMS. They are still not, CMTE as far as I'm concerned, but they are starting to get to the point where I actually like them. 6 theme, Neon Colors, and the other one I'm running, I just love. I'll show you guys the themes I'm running. Let's see here. Battery percentage, quick pull down, your brightness control, and show notification count. And quickly go through the display settings and your sound settings. They're pretty much all the same. I didn't find anything out of the ordinary on them. You know, pretty much all the same. You do have summaries, columns, portrait, although, let me see, columns. Oh, okay, never mind. And then under sound settings, these are going to be your basic sound settings. It does come with the link, ringtone, and notification volumes, which, again, I just love the fact that they do that. I like to actually have mine separate. And then under other sounds, these are your other sounds that you guys can turn on, turn off at, at will, depending on what your needs are. They do give you that as well. Let's see. I'm going to try to find security real quick. Let you guys see that. These are the security settings. As you guys can see, I am not encrypted. It says encrypt phone. That means I am not encrypted. If I was encrypted, it would say encrypted right underneath encryption. So the way I did not, and guys, I highly recommend the FED patch, and I'll show you also where to get that. So that's pretty much security settings there. And last but not least, we're going to hit the developer options. These are your developer options. There's your root access. And now I flash SuperSU SR1 2.78. You can flash SR3 2.79 if you want. You don't even have to flash SuperSU. I don't think this has root built right in, if I'm not mistaken. But again, guys, I do it because I don't want to get force encrypted, and I know that helps. Part with the FED patch and everything else. But here, guys, are your animations are set up just right as far as I'm concerned at 0.5, so I didn't have to change anything on that. And that's pretty much it. Again, the ROM's great. I haven't had a problem with it, except for the gallery. That's the one issue I had. Camera, videos, audio. Oh, and I'm running Blackbird kernel. I'm running Blackbird 2. I forgot again. I'm running Blackbird kernel version, the latest one, 2.2. It's working great. I'm not having any sound issues. We know about the dreaded sound issues. I'm not having any sound issues at all with it. Forced encryption. I wanted to quickly show you guys, if you go to the Google Plus community and you go to my page, and there will be a link in the description to go there. If you go to my community, at the very top of the community, you'll find a little arrow. Open that arrow up. It's going to give my introduction to the community, rules, stuff like that. Kind of pretty much just leave each other, alone, and you can ask whatever you want. So, just a little introduction. But underneath there, you're going to find links. The very, very top link is a link to the FED patch to his site, okay? I highly recommend that if you own a Nexus device or, if you own a Nexus device, I don't think it works on any other ones, you need this patch. If you're running Marshmallow or Nougat and the way force encryption is going right now, this patch is a lifesaver. So I have that right there. All you got to do is go to my community, download it, okay? I also have a lot of other links, Despair kernel, Leak kernel. I'm not sure I have Blackbird in here because I didn't update it recently. But I run Blackbird so much I leave links for it everywhere. So, but that's pretty much it. Also, I was going to go over the theme real quick and let you guys see what I am running for themes. I'll tell you guys right now, I'm running 2 themes together. And I know I shouldn't. I'm running 3 themes, actually. I'm running Neon Colors right off the bat. I installed that first. I just went through, I ticked on this tick, and I made sure everything was on. I didn't leave anything out, and I enabled it. Then I went back, and I scrolled down to, come on, reset yourself. Okay, and then what I did was I scrolled down, and then I installed right on top of that Vibrance. All right. And that's what I'm running. The reason I like Vibrance on top of Neon Colors is because that gives me those icons, those really nice icons. And Neon Colors gives me that really nice background and the dark depth. I also like Vibrance for the navigation keys. So the only other thing is I'm also running 6 theme. I'm running the fonts off of 6 theme, and I'm running the boot animation, the Crazy Trump. I like that. It's just funny, so I'm running it. And that's it, guys. AICP Nexus 6, outstanding ROM. I can't think of anything else to tell you. I think I've kept you long enough. Guys, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. I want to thank all of my subscribers. Last but not least, if you guys don't have anything nice to say, just leave it out. Just give me a thumbs down and move on. You don't have to bash. That's about it. Again, guys, thank you to all my subscribers, and I will see you on the next one.